If you thought we were done, think again. Our final guest this morning is board-certified physician and Oakwood University graduate, Dr. Helen Powell Stoddard. She's here to talk about the upcoming Reverse It Now Summit, celebration of wellness, unapologetically undiabetic. This is happening in Huntsville this weekend. It certainly sounds good. Good morning. How you doing, Dr.
Good morning, Mariah. It's so wonderful to be here. Thank you so much.
Look, I'm happy that you are here to talk about, of course, such an important topic. It seems like a lot of people are more, trying to do better with their health, being more aware, making smarter choices. But this summit right here, this is going to be very helpful. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you back to Huntsville?
Well, as you know, I did attend Oakwood University for undergrad. And it's so interesting because when you're here, you're thinking, well, you know what? I can't wait to leave here. And it's so funny because I lived in D.C. I actually did my graduate work. I did a master's in anatomy and then my medical degree at Howard University in D.C. And then I went on to do a combined residency in internal medicine and physical medicine and rehabilitation at Johns Hopkins and Sinai Hospital program in Baltimore. And then I did my fellowship in sports medicine and non-surgical orthopedics with additional training in interventional pain. And it was actually the interventional pain that brought us back here to Huntsville. When I had my headhunter looking for jobs, they were showing pictures of Huntsville, and I looked at the pictures. I said, where is this place? And they said Huntsville. I said, get me an interview here.
There you go.
Because, it was like after leaving and for so many years, coming back was like, I need to be here.
Yes, I love talking to people.
Very excited about that.
Absolutely. I love talking to folks who have been here for so long and they talk about, or like you said, you've been here, you love to come back. Things have changed, but this is a great opportunity now. You have probably many more resources and outlets to get this out. What inspired you to create the Reverse It Now Summit, celebration of wellness?
Well, the Reverse It Summit was really born out of a passion to kind of change the narrative about type 2 diabetes. So many people think that type 2 diabetes is like a life sentence. And I just wanted to make sure that they knew that there is something that you can do differently. This summit was born out of the fact that we wanted to be able to not only provide hope, but we wanted to equip as well. And so the hope is that, yes, I provide hope for you because now you know that type 2 diabetes can be reversed. And then equip is because we want to give you the tools to actually perform that task.
Now, you just hit on something really important. You said that type 2 diabetes can be reversed.
Absolutely.
If somebody's probably never even heard of that or thought, like you said, some people look at it as a death sentence. So how does that process work? What can they do to take those steps?
Well, it's very interesting because what we can do is to help with the exact lifestyle changes, the exact tools, the diet, the movement, the stress reduction. There are so many different things that increase your blood sugar levels and cause you to go into that area of both pre-diabetes and type 2 diabetes and other chronic inflammatory conditions as well. And our goal in producing the summit is to really show you the tools. So we're going to put on hands-on strategies. Like we're going to get down and dirty with talking about how to reverse this disease.
That is what I like to hear. We're not sugarcoating anything around here.
No sugar.
No sugar. There we go.
Sugar-coated.
No sugar at all. So, what does it mean to be unapologetically undiabetic? I mean, that's a strong statement.
It is, and you know what? We are unapologetic about it. We're unapologetic about the fact that we can help you decrease or come off medications. We're unapologetic about the fact that we can teach you the right tools to be able to reverse the disease. We're unapologetic because we're not trying to hide the fact that it can be reversed. I think it's important that people know that it can, and so we're unapologetic about telling you that you can become undiabetic.
There you go. This is something for what I would imagine everyone, because I can probably say most of us that are either watching or here know somebody who is diabetic. It's out there. So who should attend this event? I mean, should those who have type 2 diabetes, those who are pre-diabetic, who is this event for?
What's very interesting that you said that, Mariah, because, there's about 80% of people who have pre-diabetes that don't even know they have it.
That is
right?
Scary. Yeah,
and so what that means is that if you have any idea about your health, if you are aware that you have a body that needs to be healthy, you should be there. If you are a person that has pre-diabetes, you should be there.
Yeah.
If you have type 2 diabetes, you should be there.
Yeah.
If you have any chronic inflammatory condition, you should be there.
Now, this is something that I just want to ask you, because a lot of people say, oh, that happened to them, I don't have to worry about that. But should you also be listening or go to the summit if you know that you have a family history of people who are diabetic? I think that's very important too.
That's a huge part, because a lot of people, when you're talking about family history, I like to talk about familial things, right? When you do things, your parents do things a certain way, you tend to do things the same way.
Absolutely.
And so then that increases your risk of having the same conditions.
Yeah.
And so our goal is like, let's change the narrative. Let's change your outlook. Let's change your future so that you don't have to deal with this in your future.
Oh my gosh, that is very, very important. I mean, like you said, sometimes when you're raised in an atmosphere, it can be hard to change those habits, but we are here to make sure that everybody has the tools that they need, and that's what we're going to do. So please let folks know where they can go to get more information about the summit, or even just reach out to you for more questions.
Well, this is very easy. We have a couple of links that you can go to register for the event. It's actually going to be on this Sunday at the Westin Hotel. It's going to be so transformative. It is going to be absolutely amazing and life-changing. And that's the part that really makes a difference for people. You know, my own family, I've had this experience in my own family. I lost my mom to type 2 diabetes. It was the most horrible experience I've ever had in my life. And just being a student, I was in medical school when I lost my mom. So can you imagine being in medical school, my mom's dying from a disease that I'm learning about, and I didn't know how to do anything about it.
Wow. And here you are helping change people's lives today. So thank you so much, everybody. We're going to have those links for you. Thank you, doctor, for coming in this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, Mariah.
Absolutely.